Welcome to the D-Program Show. I'm your host, RMJR. My co-host, Willie Richardson Jr. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's a lot going on. A lot going on, man.
Yeah, it is. Tonight's topic, attention whores. Very interesting. We're starting something new tonight. We're going to have a call-in line. We're going to see how this works. Let me see if I can share this to my page. Tripping. What's going on out there? What y'all think about attention whores? Y'all tell us. It comes in many forms. Many forms.
So many avenues today for it.
Yep. Many forms. Many forms.
So many avenues today for it.
Yep. Many forms. Many forms.
So many avenues today for it.
Yep. Trying to share on my page. Alright. The call-in number, if y'all want to know it, is 423-445-2203. What you think about it?
Oh man, when I think about it, I mean, I just think about attention whores. I think about social media and people who really are insecure, and they're seeking the attention of people, the likes, the claps, the pats on the back. You know, I think men in the same way. Men, women, you go both ways. It's either or. Women do it, men do it. Instagram, everybody got the filters and got to make sure y'all look this way, and so we walk around a lot of vanity going on. A lot of people just kind of, they're living based off of, what is it? Affectation. That's the word. So there's a lot of affectation going on where people are putting on just for the gram and just for social media, and they're not living truly. Like, for instance, pre-social media, we didn't live like it. We didn't put filters on stuff. We just took a picture, sent it to Walgreens, and got it back. But now we gotta make ourselves be more than what we are. So that's tough.
And again, the call-in number is 423-445-2203. And it's almost like people done became, you ever heard of the term ambulance chasers?
Yeah.
To where anything go on and folks will flock to the nearest thing. I think social media was the worst thing for some people. I mean, you right.
With 2007, when it kind of hit the mainstream.
Social media. And again, we will be doing this every Monday. We're going to skip the next two because of the holidays. Y'all got to understand. But every Monday at 7 o'clock, we're going to get it in. 7 o'clock. I mean, it's rough. You got people chiming in for all type of things. And again, y'all call in and comment too. 445-2203. The area code 423-445-2203.
Now I think about the sexual allegations that are coming out today. I mean, do you see it's like one after another after another after another at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, you got Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Rump. Yeah, that's the number. 423-445-2203, brother. 03. 2203. 423-445-2203.
But yeah, man, I was watching a video of a woman who came out against Matt Lauer. This was like 17 years ago.
That's it. Yeah.
17 years ago, 2000. Now, he coerced her and she went along with it. They had sex. But she said he was, basically it was sexual misconduct. I mean, it's sexual misconduct because it's fornication. You ain't dating your husband.
Yeah.
But like, it was consensual sex. But she was all meant to be a victim. He didn't rape her. And I was like, how do you get away with just saying, this man got fired based off of some allegations that he was being inappropriate with somebody who worked there. So, I mean, I think it's inappropriate because he was sleeping with a woman that wasn't his wife. He was married too.
Yeah,
But
so he was cheating.
Right, he was cheating on his wife. That's wrong. Fornication sex outside of marriage, that's wrong. But when a woman gets on TV and says, and then she said, I knew what I was doing. What she's looking for? She's looking for attention.
Attention whores. Like, people do things for attention, for money. You got people who do things just for clickbait. You got people who, like the woman, she gave up her body to Matt Lauer and then waited till it was prominent. Cause she been knowing what they did. Then you wait till all these allegations come out, and then you wanna attack the man.
I just don't. It just other than attention, it doesn't make sense. I mean, and then why you go to the media if you feel something was done wrong to you, and not go to the police? This is what's so damaging to me. That's so hard to understand. But you know what? I think back to the Bible. I think back to Joseph. He was accused.
Of course.
And I just want to, a lot of men don't understand this, but the day is over for running through women.
Think about this. If you got a chick, you got a side chick, or you got a chick you dealing with, it's simple as this. You might have had sex, because this was going on. You might have had sex with a woman 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. What it is, it's an attack. The scenario is an attack on straight men or the heterosexual, not just men, but relationships.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is men are going to say, no, I don't want to deal with her because she's going to accuse me of this.
Right. So it's really breaking up the idea of marriage.
Yeah, breaking up the home. Another Satan's tool to break up the home.
So in other words, take marriage out of the mind of men, and then you have nothing but you have a catastrophe. Because now children are going to have no fathers. Women are not going to have leadership and covering. Men, they're going to continue to use women and continue to go to jail and continue to be accused. And so, man, it's really, it's time out, man. Like all this attention.
Women empowerment. Think about this.
Y'all need to.
It's another way. Men are set to rule their homes. That's the biblical way. God, man, woman, child. What's happening is men are going to be so buckled down by these allegations to where women are going to run the home or are going to try to run the home. Say you got your book, bro.
Hey, salute. I mean, hey, when did you get it, man? Because when people tell me to get the book, man, I want to know, what you, I want to
call in, brother. Yeah. Call in 423-445-2203.
Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out, man. It's game over. Like I said, game over talks about it. Okay. Oh, you just got it then. You introduction. You read the introduction. Anything?
Hey, man. One thing, like the race thing. Well, mainly the allegations. Why weren't women coming out why you gotta wait till a group of people? It started with, is it safe to say it really started with Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
You got Bill Cosby, allegations. Then you got Bill Cosby, then Trump. You got Bill Cosby, Trump, Matt Lauer, yeah. Why you don't do it to a man?
Weinstein.
Why you ain't doing it to a man who ain't got nothing? And let's talk about this when it ain't just cool to talk about it too.
Then it wouldn't be attention whore.
Because people are talking about, let's talk about it because it's cool. When people getting manipulated, you gotta talk about it regardless, whether it's cool or whether it's not. And you gotta, if you really being sexually assaulted, go to the authorities and talk about it right away.
Man, this woman was over there giving an interview, and she was saying, I know She said, there's a lot of shame that comes along with this. Of course it's shame coming, because you know you wrong. And you also wrong for being on the TV screen telling everybody about, look, this dude Matt Lauer asked her to go out to lunch. Megan Kelly said, so when did y'all get together? She was like, later on that afternoon.
So hold up. The day they went to lunch, she had sex with him basically the same day.
In his dressing room.
Now,
And 15, 20 years later.
check this out.
Come on.
Men, women, if you have sex with a man or a woman on the first date, somebody's gonna lose respect for you. Nowadays, it's a way to get famous. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
way to put yourself in
Sex
the
your way
spotlight.
up to the top.
So guess what? This should promote men to be abstinent. Abstain from fornication, because if you have sex with a woman who's not your wife, she could come back and accuse you of sexually assaulting
And it's
her.
over with. It's over with.
So really, it's a good thing.
It's
bad,
if people can look
but
at it that
if
way.
you put it in the biblical sense, it's a good thing to make you be on your P's and Q's
But guess what-
and just abstain.
But guess what men are doing though? Guess what they're saying now? We talked about this before. Men going their own way. See, men are now going their own way because they're saying now, I'm not gonna get married. She's gonna give me for all I got. I'm making sure I don't get her pregnant or whatever the case may be. So they're not. Men are still saying, you know what? I'm gonna go on this. I'm not gonna use the biblical way. But men who got some sins, who are righteous, it's time out, man. You know you're gonna be with a woman, man. Marry this woman, man. Man, just find you a good woman. First of all, become a godly man. That's number one. All right, then God will prepare you and prepare her. But it's time out for smash and dash.
Because I mean, you're gonna get caught up one way or another.
And you already getting caught up. The child support system catching you up. All right, the custody battles are catching you up. You can't see your children. It's time out. You know, it's time out for using, erections to make decisions. Stop, man. It's time out.
It's safe to say, allegations is one thing. Doing it is a whole different thing. If you had sex with that woman, own up to it.
Yeah, but see, the allegation is not sex. The allegation is sexual misconduct.
Assault.
Sexual assault.
If you had sex, that's one thing. But if to accuse a man or to accuse anybody of rape when you consensual, you were consensual and you were of age. Let's put that out there.
Right.
Because hey, it's sad, but
You're bearing false witness, and God is going to hold you accountable.
attention, whores, we're gonna talk about this too. Women who flaunt themselves for attention from a man. That it goes both ways. And please, somebody try to call in 423-445-2203. Cause hey, how do you feel about attention whores?
Hey, Robert, how far you got in the book, man? Have you read anything? 'Cause I deal with attention whores even in the book. I deal with that too.
It's rough.
Share this video.
And sure, you say you calling 423-445-2203. What it's saying, Robert?
You probably waiting for a call now.
But hey, man, it's rough. It's rough out here. You got people who just click on to different things. I call them ambulance chasers. Y'all see you remember the commercials to where the men be on the thing. If you have a wreck,
Yeah. Call me.
and I mean, people make money off being
Well,
attention
when
whore.
I think about ambulance chasers, I think about Al Sharpton, Jet Jack. Every time something hot, here they come running. But when it's something that's real, need to be discussed, they ain't out there.
Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. Yes, sir.
Okay. I figured I would call in. Y'all are talking about a very serious topic. when you start talking about women's empowerment, with Title IX and all that stuff, I mean, the workplace is a very dangerous place now because I think women feel like they're empowered. If I can get something on this guy, that's a bad thing. Whereas men really need to, I don't think men should become apprehensive because, women are empowered to make an example out of men. But I just think, I think that's why it's so important to have fathers in the home because if a father is giving their kids identity, then, later on in life, daughters or sons will have to seek out empowerment in the workplace. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a good point, man.
Because, but what's happening is not only is women gonna come out, you gonna have some men come out. We ain't seen it yet, but it's coming.
Thanks, man.
I agree with you more. Welcome. All right, I'm getting back to the show.
Thanks, bro.
I appreciate it.
I mean, if y'all heard that, I mean, he basically was saying that the lack of fathers actually pushes a lot of these women to the forefront because they're trying to be seen and known. They're trying to get, accolades and be, patted on the back because their fathers never patted them on the back. Their fathers never told them they were special. So now they try to find that safety net in the workplace. They don't want to have it at home. They don't want to have that empowerment at home. See, that's the problem. Your empowerment God gave a woman at the first place is at the house. Even if you are a mother who is single, even if you are a single mother, your empowerment comes from your children. In other words, your business is your family. Your empowerment is your children. Your ministry, your business, your entrepreneurship, that's your home. So in other words, building your unit out. So once you have children, all this other stuff, it gotta stop. But I've heard over the years, you ain't gotta stop because you ain't got a baby. You ain't gotta stop. Well, some things gotta stop. Am I right? Some things gotta stop.
Or you gonna either it's gonna stop or God's gonna stop. One way or another. You stop or you gonna suffer the consequences.
And that's what's happening with so many girls. Their mothers are keeping it moving. They're not becoming mothers. They still want to be, I'm young and I'm doing my thing. I'm in the club. I mean, so that's the problem. We're not stopping and saying, okay, let me focus in on my child. And I noticed in my book Game Over, I talk about this. There's a difference between a mother who's single and a single mother.
Yeah, totally different.
A single mother is focused on her relationship status. She's focused on, getting a man. A mother who is single, she's first concerned with her children.
First concern being a mother.
A mother.
Yeah.
So she's so I don't, and you use the term single mother, I don't throw it out there. I mean, a single mother is a person who puts her children second and her relationship status first. A mother who's single puts her relationship status second and her children first. That is the difference. And so when a man meets this woman, she's not out trying to be in the, she's not, in the streets trying to get attention. When a man meets a mother who's single, he first recognizes her children.
We are living in the days that all truth shall be revealed, and we are living in the time where a majority of the women are dissatisfied with us as men.
Well, they're dissatisfied with their fathers. See, man, it's not just men in general, it's their dads. A woman, when she has been nurtured by her father, she understands men.
Because a woman who's been nurtured by her father, she has that relationship with a man, so it's not foreign to her.
Right. It's not something.
The woman who doesn't is foreign.
It's foreign language.
So when you get in a relationship with a woman who doesn't have her father, you have to first become her father. I mean, you have to take on the father role
and protect her from herself.
And a lot of people don't understand.
A lot of guys are not doing that. A lot of guys, you know what? No, I want to protect her from myself. I want her to do what she do. Because that way I come up,
So for a second, let's talk about this. What about the guys who are attention whores?
The same thing.
Because you got dudes who will do anything for some money. People who sell dope, I'm gonna say it. People who sell dope are attention whores.
Yeah.
You ain't just selling the dope just to make money.
No. You want everybody to know.
Because most dope dealers are flashy. Not all, but most. But hey,
And then,
how can they if they are raised by their mom?
right. And so that's what it. What we have to realize is the breakdown of the family creates all these issues.
Exactly.
A
That's
child-
why we talk about
right.
it. Go ahead.
A child gets their attention from the home. If they don't get it from the home, they're going. And all these outlets we got, social media, all these outlets that we got to the Snapchat, they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way to be seen and known. If they're not seen and known at home, if your child isn't, if they don't feel seen, in other words, they don't feel like they're paid any attention to. They don't feel like you're listening to them, but they're going to find somebody to do it.
Yeah, because ADHD, all the diagnoses, all of them have to do with attention.
Yeah,
All of them.
attention deficit.
Disorder.
I call it daddy deficit disorder. Because that's what it is.
And I don't totally agree with everything he say, but Umar Johnson say ain't no daddy at home disorder.
Yeah. See, he
But I agree with that.
he studied that. You know, that's a good point. I mean, he made a good point. That's with the breakdown at home, it creates attention whores. How do boys get attention?
Shoes.
The red 11s came out. How many guys you seen with the red 11s?
I can't even count. But
Everywhere. That's for attention.
because
And you know it.
man, it's crazy, man. Cause I look at it like they have to have the latest fashion. The girls have to have the coolest guy, or
the freshest bundles.
yeah.
The bundles.
We do all this for attention because we lacked it, like you said, at the house.
At the
It
house.
starts at the house. Find me a thirsty woman. I'ma show you a woman who didn't have her father.
Period.
Find me a thirsty man,
First.
and I'm gonna find you a man who doesn't have a good relationship, not only with his father, but his mother was the same way. She didn't have her father.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
So she didn't nurture him the way he needed to be nurtured. And a lot of guys, I'm finding out, the reason a lot of guys have this ruthless mentality against women is because their own mothers had a ruthless mentality against them.
Mm-hmm.
So that they talk down to him, talk real bad to him. So a guy grows up and he doesn't respect women because he doesn't even respect his mother because his mother didn't respect him. So a lot of guys are growing up the same way. So they're looking for attention, and they think they're going to get it through sex, through shoes, through fashion, through sports, and all that stuff is going to fade away quickly. So that's the problem with attention whores. You know, it can happen through money, through sex, through clothes, even through degrees.
Of course.
Yeah,
Listen,
bro.
going to school is good. If you going to school for something that you can really apply yourself to do in life. Everybody ain't fit to go to school. Another thing, I'm gonna tell you, you might get mad at me. Check out and see if your school is accredited. Just because you went to school don't mean you could go and apply in the workforce. Because a lot of people have found out because of going to unaccredited schools, you went to school for nothing.
Or I have so many young men, young women over the years say, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a lawyer because I like to talk. Yeah. I mean, I'm here. Yeah. I mean, and I look at him, like he just looked at me, I say, hey, man, all right, listen, time out. All right, bro. All right, that's cool. All right, so, okay, that sounds good. But just because it sounds good doesn't mean you're fit to do it. Because what we've done when we've told our kids to, this generation, the millennial generation, it's a lot of just nothing but attention whores. Gotta be seen, gotta get the trophy, gotta get first place, gotta have something, you gotta leave there with something in your hand, a certificate or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents go along with this. But what I'm saying is this, you don't have to be a doctor, a lawyer, or some prestigious occupation in order to be somebody. That's for attention. A lot of people go to school just to say, "Hey, look what I did,"
And that's it.
and that's not important. Do what God has purpose in your heart. That's what's important.
And this the number 423. That's the number right there. That's the call-in number. But we're gonna do it like this. Why people don't focus on? We always focus on money and sex. Why we ain't focusing on what God called us to be? Most people say, "I don't know my purpose." Last time I checked, we was created to have a relationship with the Father
Right.
through the Son and make disciples. Have a relationship with the Father, the Heavenly Father, through His Son, Jesus the Christ, and make disciples and spread the gospel.
Well, the problem is the fakeness,
You right.
and I think people have to have something to hide behind. I think it's something I've been thinking about. I think we as humans have to have something that to protect us from so we think, for instance, in the end, the Bible talks about the people will run into caves and they will beg to be covered up, beg for the stones to kill them, like fall on me and know that you're not going to be able to die. We like to hide. And it comes from the beginning when Adam and Eve, when they sinned in the garden, what did they do? They hid.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do today? We're hiding behind religion. We're hiding behind different, the Bible, the Quran. Everybody's trying to hide. But are you really what you say you are? Do you really believe or do you just know?
Check this out. I'm glad you brought that up. The worst kind of hiding to me is a preacher. If you ain't really preaching and delving in to this book, you pick. If you ain't really searching and studying the Bible, if you really are spreading the gospel, being a sheep in wolf clothes, or wolf in sheep,
A wolf in sheep clothing.
It's time out for the perpetrators. And you got a lot of tension whores in the pulpit.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them. They gotta address you. They gotta
Have more members than you.
Some of them gotta rock the J's.
Oh yeah, man, got to.
Like some of them, they gotta be fresh every time. It's not about spreading the word. It's not about doing the work.
But image.
It's about to be accepted into certain pastoral cliques. They have to be cool, cause the ones that are not called use it as a hustle. You right. Most of them do use it as a hustle. To say the harvest is plentiful, but the labors are few. That means everybody ain't called to do this.
And the Bible says if you have a desire, you have to have a desire to teach God's word. You have to have a desire for people. You have to have a desire to study God's word. So it comes from having a desire, not a desire to be seen. See, that's the issue.
To be seen.
Most people do it for, I want to be up there. I want to be seen. I want them to recognize me. It's not about, you're a vessel. It's just like a water hose. The water hose is a vessel for the water to come out of and get to where it needs to go. The most important thing is the water. The vessel is just a tool.
That's
so
it.
it's a lot of people get it caught up. Once again, attention whores. They've been called to the ministry by their mothers. You hear what I just said?
They mothers.
They mothers.
Not-
when they were kids.
Not the Father, not the Heavenly Father.
No, not even the earthly father. Their father was around, so their mother said, "Oh boy, you can preach. Oh, look at you." That's what we do, man. And we grow these kids up. We say, "Hey, you're saved." We make them saved. We make them preachers and all this stuff, and we think it's cute. But look at their lives later on in life. They crumble.
And see, the thing here about it, I gotta say this too. The main attention whore in life was Satan. Satan was in the midst of God, the Creator. He was in heaven and said, look, I want to be like the Most High. He wasn't content enough with just being where
Number
he was.
two.
He wasn't